Hi, I'm Sophia Jessica, and this is Angel, and welcome to the fan carpet.
Oh hey, so it actually wasn't originally a musical. As a 14-year-old girl, I had a lot of feelings, and I was writing them out through song. And I got a distribution deal with Warner Brothers, and I brought all of my music to them. I said, okay, which ones do you want to release? And they picked a couple, but there was like a good 14 or 15 that they were like, we don't, like, they're great songs, we don't really know if we want to release them. And so we had all this music that we were just kind of sitting around with. And so we brought it to a couple friends of ours, Josh and Melanie and Shelby, and we said, hey, we've got all this music. And they thought it was a concept album. They thought that I had written this story already with the music. And we brought to Mel, and Mel said, yeah, here's the story. And she kind of told it. That's kind of how it came about.
For me, it was the new writing. But also, I felt compelled to Britt. And I like playing characters that feel very human. And I instantly had an idea that there will be someone in the audience, everyone in the audience will relate to a character within the story, be it, without giving any spoilers, be it Britt, who's experiencing kind of seeing someone in their family mirroring feelings that they feel, or Ethan, who is the father figure, who is that person who desperately wants to take these people out of this hole, but you kind of realize that sometimes you just can't. Or to Shannon, who kind of feels like the world is just moving around her and all these responsibilities that, you know, the role of a mother should come with, feel very heavy on her. And I think I just wanted to tell that story, and then I found out that the writer was 17, and then I found out that it was like a father and daughter duo, and I was like, this just feels like there's just a family at the heart of the story, and then there's a family within the story, and I just wanted to be a part of that.
I've got to say, I mean, as a mum, to a 33-year-old and an 18-year-old, I was very attracted to this, because I've had teenagers twice, and now grandkids. But I like the fact that, first of all, I will be honest, it was the music. The songs, I mean, this girl she's a little bit gifted. She's what we call touched. And obviously Dujonna's incredibly talented as well. But it was the music that really drew me to it first, because the songs are so good, they're so well written, they really draw you in. And then when I read the script, it was like, this is not, I haven't seen something like this in theatre, where it really addresses the mother and the daughter dynamic. It's so important, that relationship, the mother and the daughter, because it's just not talked about enough. And so I felt, seeing that story that's never seen in the theatre through the eyes of a teenager, it's a gift. I had to do it. It's just brilliant. And I like to be at the beginning of things. I like new things, projects, you know already, I'm always doing new stuff. I love doing new things because I feel like this story has kind of set a precedent now, I think, that people will start thinking, oh, you know what, we need to start looking at shows that address the mother-daughter dynamic and just family. Yeah. I think we need that again. We kind of need that to be shown, you know? It's kind of like, no one's really watching telly anymore, are they? We don't really have any of those family dramas. I mean, I know I don't watch EastEnders. I know I was in it, but that's not the point. The point is, you know, to see it live, and I think our unit is really powerful, because she is like her hero. You know, she's the pop star in the show. And not to give it away, but she's like the pop star, and that's her hero, you know? And then you see that whole dynamic, and it reminded me of when I was a kid, how I would look up to stars who were already there, and how I had this aspiration to want to be a star. It's all in there, the dynamic of the family, aspirations of the teenager. It's everything you want. Just come and see it, all right? It's really good.
I've been saying it and she gets annoyed when I say it, but I think she's so special. And I honestly think that I came into this thing when I was really young, and probably too young to have been on West End stages. But I think there are some seriously talented kids out there who will just get overlooked because they are a kid. And for a child to be able to write music with a dad that speaks to pain that a lot of people feel, shows that there are stories out there that can be told that are far more layered, far more nuanced than just the spectacle that we used to in musical theatre. And I think like my gripe with musical theatre is that a lot of people just look at it and be like, oh, you know, it's just the lights and you're just waiting for a song to tell. And I've been really blessed to have done 2 shows back to back where it's not like that now, where it's very much like the story is just as important as the songs, and the songs are just as important as the story. And they work together, and I think you deserve a stage like Drury, and I'm very excited for people to meet her. And also just to, and like, we get the concert things all the time, but I think they often just kind of get bypassed, like, oh yeah, that happened. But I do think there's a real space for a story like this, on a long running kind of scale. So hopefully I'm excited that people will come, buy tickets, they'll sell out, and we will be back next year in a longer run. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes, but I'm also excited to see how many people feel spoken to, seen and heard.
Yeah, I think the other thing that, to add to that, I think it's great that this is something where mums and daughters can come and see.
Yes.
So you've got the different age groups too, which is great. It's a great thing, isn't it? Yeah.
I would say I'm excited to hear my music outside of my bedroom for the first time, because I'm sitting here with my guitar just singing, and like with Zach and
I was just about to say, the orchestration on the, like, you guys, I'm not joking, you've literally heard like probably the more poppy song.
Yeah.
Like, okay, is anyone like that Paramore?
Yeah.
Do you like the one for a set?
Yeah, it's that, yeah.
If they had a hybrid child,
It's that.
and I'm literally not joking. Like Risha and I were on a Zoom, and we had that discovery together. We were like, it's that. It's exactly that, and it's literally you're about to see like Hayley Williams reincarnated, even though she's not quite dead. And I'm just really excited because we get rock musicals, but they generally are of the icons that go on, or you know, your meatloafs, your etc. etc. But this is Kjersti Long and Jerry Long, and it's just as amazing, and it's new, and it's fun, and I get to live out my 16-year-old Applebee's dream.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
So I would say my aspirations are actually kind of old. Like I would go to hang out with my friends and be like, "What do you listen to?" And I'm like, "Heart, Led Zeppelin," and they're like, "No." So I love Hayley Williams' Paramore. I think that's why I've got that little like taste in my music, but like old like 80s rock is kind of where I have my foundation.
And we get there in this show. You'll get a
I mean, let's be honest, that was a really good time for music. You know, you've got to think where music is right now.
Yeah.
Just in terms of songwriting, you know, songwriting is really dying at the moment in music. You know, for me it was important because she's so young and writing songs. This is very important for the next generation. It's important. Because if we haven't got stories in songs and we just got a beat, I mean, soon it'll just be ding, that'll be the song, isn't it? No. It'll just be ding. It's like,
And also, for transparency, we're going to have, is it 9 strings?
what's that?
9-piece strings.
It's like orchestra.
That's just giving you context of where we're going.
Yes.
In Drury Lane.
I mean, you know, it's always nice to be able to, as a, you know, for someone like me who's been in it for such a long time. I'm answering questions that you're not asking. So basically, for someone like me who's been in the industry 100 years, or 37 years this year, but to be able to, thank you, Britt, but to be able to work with someone so young, for me, is just so fresh. It's so wonderful, you know. And I think that should happen more, you know, because young people bring out the best in us, you know. It's great. Dujonna, she's a baby as well. I'm the old timer.
I was 9 when I wrote my first first song.
What was your first song?
It was called Roller Coaster, and it was about depression, and it really quickly landed
At
in therapy.
9.
Girl, you okay?
At 9.
Yeah.
My
The kids have stories, man.
Look what I wrote. And he was like, here's some therapy. And I was like, oh, okay. But it was, at the age of 9, I didn't know what to do with all of these feelings. So I was like, let's write a song. And I didn't know at the time that that was depression. And when I gave it to my parents, they very quickly were like, ooh. But, I mean, it gave me all this great music, so.
Brought you to the West End.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. Please follow us on Facebook, X and Instagram for more content. Bye for now.
You show what you can do. I hear a siren. Maybe you were wrong about me. I'm dangerous and still. Why don't you give me a sign like the sea? Everybody thinks that I'm okay. Sometimes I think I am too. I'm on the outside looking in. I'm waiting for the shockwaves to begin. Oh, won't you let me hold you for one time? Just a rainy day in a London cafe. A London cafe. So give me one last serenade. Say to me, or swear at me till the night turns into day. And it was a shame when daylight faded, because we didn't notice at all.
Thank you for watching The Fan Carpet. If you like this video, be sure to click that thumbs up button at the bottom of your screen. And also be sure to subscribe to the Fan Carpet YouTube channels. They're absolutely free and so much fun too. Be sure to check out the official website, thefancarpet.com. Also, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with reviews, competitions, the latest news, and so much more.